music. He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. I'm moving all kind of stuff over because it is 3 o'clock in the morning. Headscarf and all. This is my review for Teen Mom Teen Mom 2, Season 8, Episode 31. You know, these ladies, let's just get into it. You know, if you have not done so already, please make sure I'm trying to put my hands in my pockets. Please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. If you have already done that, make sure that you hit the notification bell because that lets you know when I have new videos up. So, we're going to start with Chelsea as usual. Because Chelsea, I always go with Chelsea, Leah. It's a flip between Janelle, Brianna, and Kale, depending on who it is. But so Aubrey is going to Adam's parents for like the weekend or whatever, and she's getting ready to go over there to see her grandparents. It's cool. The next day, someone sends Chelsea a picture of Adam with Aubrey, and she is upset. Why? Because the court order states that the grandparents can see my parents is in my pocket because I'm tired. The grandparents can see Aubrey, Lord Jesus, can see Aubrey, but he cannot. He's not supposed to see her unless they're at the little center for visitations. So Cole and Chelsea are pissed. Mad. Chelsea sends the picture to her lawyer, which she should have. Because again, they don't want her around him because, he's a drug addict. It makes complete sense. So when she comes home the following day, Chelsea said how she was a bit confused as to I can't keep my hands in my pocket as to why she saw her dad at the grandparents' house because she's like, I'm not supposed to. It's like he's not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to see him. So she's a bit confused as to why. I'm like, these flashes, is my TV still on? She's like, I'm confused about why I saw him or whatever. So that's the whole thing. So Chelsea contacts her lawyer, of course, who lets her know we're going to send a letter to his parents that just says, you need to look over the court order because, per the court order, you're not supposed to have him around her at all. And if you can't do that, then we will terminate the visits that you guys have with them. So, that was going to be sent to Adam's parents. And the next thing that we see is she's like, we weren't supposed to film this day, but I had something happen and I'm going to my producer's hotel room. I always wondered where the producers stayed on the show. I was like, do they just have producers who live like in the town that each girl works at or whatever? Like, do they just like rent a house? But no, they stay in hotels, while they're doing filming or whatever. So she goes to her producer's hotel room just to basically tell her that Adam's mom popped up to the house and she was scared to open the door because there are issues that they have had hard times talking to Adam's parents. And so she had to wait for Cole to get out the bathroom to go outside and talk to Adam's mom. And the mom only came over to basically apologize, and they did not understand fully the court order and that he was not supposed to see her at all. And they said how it was a lot of family over and they didn't think it was a big deal, but again, they did not realize that they were doing something wrong and they were completely sorry for what they were doing. I say, well, that's a good thing. It's a step in the right direction. And that was the whole thing. So Leah is taking Allie to her doctor's appointment because she's of course getting a little bit weaker. She's been a little bit more tired. So they're going to get her seen by her doctor. She's been wanting the same doctor since forever. So she also says, because while she's there, she talked to Corey, who tells her that the aid for Allie won't be dropped this year, that she will be dropped next year for the next school year. And you know what? A lot of people was all in my comment section like, you don't know nothing about IEPs. You don't know what you're talking about. I need y'all to understand. I ain't never told anybody that I was a goddamn IEP specialist or anything else. My opinion was and still remains that they must have had a new IEP. Things changed, and Leah and Corey did not know, is what I said. Meaning they changed some things and did not notify the parents. And I also said they should have done that. So, boom, bitches. Anyway, she do say that she's gonna have her lawyers look into it because she just still does not think that they should take away her aid because she needs it, and that's what she should do. But she also needs to get in contact with some of these mommy groups and some of these organizations so that she can be more aware of things as well, because that's just what you should do. So she goes to the doctor and everything, and the doctor lets her know that one, they're going to give her a sleep study and a few other tests to see if there's anything else wrong with her, as far as her being so sleepy and tired and everything. And he also says, like, this is a part of her disorder, is she's going to get more and more tired and weaker, as time progresses. She's 8 years old now, so he's like, even her strength that she has now is really, really good. The fact that she's still able to walk on her own, and she uses her wheelchair when she needs it, but she can still walk. He's like, but basically she's doing okay, based on her condition. And again, they have always said from the beginning, her condition is so rare that it's not a lot of information on it. So they also did a breathing test on her, and the test should have came back at like maybe 400 to 500, and I only got 186. So of course Leah's freaking out. She was crying. They were on their way home. She was talking to the producer, this and how she's so fearful that something could happen to Allie, and she don't know what she would do. Something happened to her. And that's the sad part about this, is no one knows what's going to happen. Like, anything at any point can happen. And so when it does get scary to where she's having these tests and she's not even getting to like a mid-level point, it's like the lowest of the low, and that can be scary for any parent. So they basically send her on with they're going to send her a machine that will help her get her breathing stronger, that she has to just use forever until she's until she's stronger with her breaths or whatever, but two, just probably is forever, so that she can continually be that strong. So that was Leah's whole thing. Kale was also pretty easy to this particular episode. Her and Joe are not sharing custody of Isaac. They had 50-50. We saw Joe take Isaac to like karate class, or I think it was jiu-jitsu class. Kale is saying how for her it's hard for her to share custody of Isaac because she's always had custody of him, and as a mom who wants to lose custody even if it's only half of it, but also she's like Joe as a dad, he probably wants to see him just as much as I do, so we're both able to do it, so I just have to do it because fair is fair. I mean, that's true. Delaware is the 50-50 state, as she said. The fact that he moved to Delaware to be closer to Isaac should show her that he wants to be an active dad in his life. So, the fact that they live so close, 50-50 is good for them. It's not as if when he has Isaac, she can't go over there and see him, or when she has Isaac, Joe can't come over there and see him either. So it's kind of cool that they're this weird, not weird, but this weird blended family between her, Joe, V, and Javi, and Chris is nowhere to be found. I think I heard they may have been dating again. I gotta check into that, but it was cool. Javi comes over to discuss the whole situation with Brianna in Miami with Kale or whatever, and I feel two different kind of ways about this. A lot of people was like, you don't get it, Javi's a narcissist or whatever, and that's why he left, because that's what they do. If they can't control the situation, they leave. I'm not saying he left, because I didn't say that he left. I don't feel that he left and that means he's not narcissistic. I mean that I don't think he did it for camera time. You know what I'm saying? That was my whole thing. Javi is different. We know that to be true. But I ain't got to date him, so I don't care that much. However, I don't think he does things for the show. I think regardless of who he dates, he gonna kind of be on the show, period, because him and Kale shoot scenes together. You know what I'm saying? Not Isaac. Lincoln is the only kid, I believe, next season that she'll be allowed to show, because Joe kind of does not want Isaac on there anymore, and supposedly Chris does not want Lux shown as much anymore either. So I'm pretty sure next season most of her scenes will be stuff going on with her and Javi, if you just ask me. But Javi will be on the show. They want certain dads on the show, especially if Joe don't want to shoot any scenes. They're going to shoot Javi. So I don't think he was doing it for camera time. So that part I don't agree with. However, him coming back and telling Kale, I need y'all to quit that back and forth bullshit. Okay, that gets on my damn nerves. But he had a point. He said, her mom came there, and was saying how it was using her for fame and how it was off of the show. I don't think that was true. I think he went to Miami because that was the plan. I think he was like, I'm gonna follow the plan. I think in his week, because he want what he want. He would have went if the cameras weren't there. And the reason the cameras were there was because of Brianna. For one, she wanted the attention. But even if Javi would not have went and he would have stayed home, they would have shot him at home talking about her at surgery. Because their storyline at this point in time is still intertwined. The same way that she is in fucking Florida discussing Javi, and Javi is in Delaware discussing her. Their story was at this point in time connected. So for me, it was like they weren't done yet, which we know they're done now, but whatever. He says how when the mom got there with Devon, and that was crazy, and what the mom said, he said, you know what, this is my time to leave it, because this is my exit, this is my swan song, the fat bitch singing, ah, and then he left out. So Kale just said, you went there to help her, you know what I'm saying, and she doesn't care about you, and why would you do it anyway, she doesn't care about you. And he said, you're right, you've always been right, you've always had my back, I don't say thank you enough, and thank you for being such a great mom. It's a fucking net on my computer, not my computer, on my on my the arm of my camera, my tripod. Anyway, yes, the gnats, I still drive me crazy. However, I listened to some people on Instagram who told me to use apple cider vinegar and dish soap. My dumb self kept putting this vinegar in a cup. Like, why won't they go in a cup? Like, only one would go in a cup, and it was what's going on. And they was like, no, you have to put apple cider vinegar and Blue Dawn dish soap. And I was like, I'm so stupid. So today I did that, and it caught, bruh, they dying. I'm so happy. So hopefully by the end of the week, or by the next week, y'all will not hear me complaining about these goddamn gnats. Anyway, but yeah, he was just thanking her for being there for him or whatever. Javi and Brianna. Javi and, I'm like, did it fly in my ear? It did. It flew to my ear. My God. Oh, Jesus Christ, Mary and Joseph. Anyway, I'm freaking out, and I'm not cutting it out because it is what it is. So, no. Kale and Javi. They're awkward to me. They hate each other, but they love each other, but they hate each other. So it's weird when Kale lets them come over, and then they be like, oh, Brianna's horrible, but we're the great, we're going to make this thing work and be co-parents. I need y'all to stay co-parents and just not have any more bullshit. And that was the whole thing with, Kale and Javi. That was cool. Here comes Brianna. Brianna and the 2 Live crew, her damn mama, her sister, they all sitting around in the house, because she had a surgery, and Brianna is basically, saying how she has not heard from Javi since her mama said what she said to Javi, and he's just not calling her back. Because I do think at this point Javi was done. I think the funny part is Brianna wasn't done with Javi. She really wasn't. As much as she was complaining about him, I don't think she was done. I think she was mad at him, but had her mama not did what her mama did, had Javi not left and kind of got fed up, I do think she would have kept talking to him, because I do think she liked him. Just my personal opinion. And she's basically upset with her mom, and that's why I say I do think she was trying to still have him around for some reason, because you wouldn't be upset with your mom if she had the guy who you didn't even want there, if she made him leave. I think Brianna was happy Javi came. She was playing pissed off, like we do sometimes. Your boyfriend picks you up. I hate you. Don't come over here. Why are you here? Fine, sit down, but I ain't talking to you. So it's the whole little rat race of things. So, she's upset with her mom, it wasn't your place to talk to Javi and say the things that you said. It was like basically the wrong place, the wrong time. I completely agree, and y'all know I do not like Brianna. The fact that she had just had surgery, the fact that she wasn't at home, you lugged her two kids and her baby daddy to a whole other place to basically sit there and be an asshole to Javi when she ain't need that. She did want y'all there and support, but you could have waited until she was more just waited. Like she had just like she was not even out. Like it was the day of surgery, bruh. And so she's mad at her mom. Her mom like we could have been he should not have been in the first place. He only came for the camera. You know what I'm saying? Coming to the doctor's office to be on the show. Did you want him here? Like I can call him back. I can have him come here. She's like, no, he's gone or whatever. It's fine. She's like, well, he'll come back in a minute. No, he won't. No, he won't, girl. Because I think at this point in time he was fed up. So she's like, look, that isn't the point of if I want him here or not. The point is you should not have done that. You overstep your boundaries all the time, and what I'm saying, that kind of pissed me off. You know what? You can't tell me what to do. And I'm like, bitch, she can't, like, she's an adult, and that's the reason why that's the reason why I don't like Brianna and the Two Live Crew, because none of them get that the other one oversteps their boundaries. None of them get that. Whether it's, her sister barking at Kel, and we don't need that. If it's her mama barking at Javi, we don't need that. Sometimes they need to let Brianna handle her own bullshit. Brianna should have been the one to go off on Javi's ass. She should have been the one to tell him to get the fuck on. That should have came from Brianna, because again, her mom keeps stepping in is the reason why Brianna ain't self-sufficient now. Okay, truth be told, let's get it all out into the open. She is codependent on her mom and her sisters because her mom and her sister don't allow her to be her own person. The only thing she did along was push them babies out. Okay, she pushed on her damn own, but other than that, they have always been there. Just her damn thing one, thing two on both her sides. It's kind of crazy. So she then said, I'm also mad at you because why did you bring Devon? Like, what's the point of him here? Well, he's here because he's helping. He helps with the kids. And you can't tell me what to do. And I'm like, even so you couldn't come on your own. Like, why didn't you let him and the sister girl Brittany stay at the house with the kids, and then maybe you just come? But you lugged my two kids here, okay? You lugged my kids here, Mom, just to say some shit to my ex-boyfriend, Mom. You could have FaceTimed him that shit. You could have said, let me talk to Javi real quick. I could have put you on the phone, and it could have been good or whatever. But anyway, at this point in time, Brianna's crying because she's, oh my, you just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? You just don't get it. You do shit that you shouldn't do, and it's just not right. And she just staggers off all store with drains hanging out of her ass because she got her whole damn body done. Anyway, her family leaves, and the dude Dre comes, her ex-boyfriend Dre comes there, and she lets him know how Javi left once her mom got there, and how he just haven't got back since then. Dre like, he was only here for the cameras. I'm like, bro, what did you here for? What are you here for, bro? See cameras. Everyone tricks me out when they say, oh, they're only here for the cameras. No, I mean, sometimes it can just be about, I'm just here to be here. They're saying, well, you're there to be there, but you also there to be on the camera. But whatever. They then go to lunch. Her, the ex-boyfriend Dre, and her friend who also got her body done. And they're like, do you need how, like, do you see yourself, like, your life stopping if he isn't in it? And she was like, no, like, no, I'll be able to move on fine from him. And then the dude says, like, some people need to be cut out your life. Javi is done, like, don't. Cause she was saying how she wanted to, like, we have stuff we need closure. I need to talk to him. He was like, no, some people just, cut him out and let it be fine, and you don't need to kind of open those doors back up. That I agree with. I don't think you and Javi had anything else to say to each other. Let it go. He also brings up Devon. He's like, even with Devon, you know what I'm saying, maybe he should be let go. I said, well, she can't let him go because that's Nova's daddy. But he then says, but you can also help him if he needs help, because sometimes everyone needs help here and there. Just help him enough to where he isn't dependent on you. But I say, hell, she depended on her damn mama. Okay? They are dependent on someone. But if that's neither here nor there. So she then says, I just wonder, why he's at my house. Like, I just don't get that. I know you help. She says, I know you're helping, but you don't have a car. You don't have no license. You can't pick Nova up. You're just an extra body for nothing. You're only there because you have nowhere else to go. And I said, well, damn, bitch. Well, then you know why he there. You just said it all. You shouldn't have to wonder. Okay? What you say is, I don't like that he's there. Now, I wonder why he's there. Because he has nowhere else to go. As you just said, you know how to pick him. Anyway, Dre then says, but if he's there for Nova, if he's there helping you with the kids, let him be there let him be there for his daughter. Give him some time. And I said, okay, Dre, you give some, some regular answers or whatever. I like it. So Brianna does go home. And we do see Devon at the house with Nova, and he's being a good dad, telling her like she needs to do her homework. And then when she forgot her homework, he kind of talks to her. It was a different scene to see, and to see Nova got a full-fledged. Nova has a full-fledged two last true attitude. I mean, the way she was looking at him, had I looked at my mom like that, she would have slapped the damn eyes out of my head. Okay? Abso-freaking-lutely. I say she catching their attitude because she, in a house full of crazy damn two live crew people. Anyway, Brianna gets home. She's, of course, happy to see the kids and everything. And, first of all, when Brianna and Devon went in her room or whatever, they were talking, Brianna shares a room with her two daughters. Her and Nova have twin beds. Brianna sleeps in a twin bed with her daughter's twin princess bed right across from hers, and her other daughter's bassinet in between them. She sleeps as a grown woman on a TV show in a twin bed, and she just came back from Miami for getting her body done. Bitch, do you have any priorities? Okay, before you go get your body done, I would at least get me my own 2-bedroom apartment. Okay, when they went into the room, and I said, she's sleeping in a twin bed. What? I just feel like adults should not sleep in twin beds. That's just my preference. I just don't think it makes any sense, especially ones who are on a TV show, who are going out partying, doing interviews with magazines or whatever, and going to Dr. Miami, getting her breast, ass, getting all this surgery done, bitch. But you and your little 8-year-old, 7-year-old, however old Nova is, daughter, have the same size bed and share a room. How dare you? How they using you for what? How they wouldn't want to move there with you? You sharing a room with your daughter. Of course he would want you to move to Delaware. He has a whole fucking house. I was like, she has a twin bed. That's a little ass room. Oh, Lord Jesus. Anyway, her and Devon talk or whatever, and he thanks her for letting him be there, for kind of helping him out. He's in a band or whatever. He says, I'm trying to save some money to be able to move to my own place. I have half right now. I need the other half. I want to get another job to make money every day, like a server job, or I'm getting cash all, every day, all day. And that's what I want to do because, excuse me, y'all. It'll be easier for me. He said, I'm trying to get my life together and just be better. He then says, she said, well, you thank for helping with Nova and also helping with Stella, her other baby, with Lewis. And we don't never see Lewis, but whatever, we're gonna talk about that. And he says it was kind of cool, to help with both girls, to be a package deal. He said, because when Nova was younger, I wasn't around because we weren't seeing eye to eye, so I missed a lot. He said, so it's kind of cool to see what I missed with Nova through Stella. I said, now that was nice. That was a nice comment. It was really, really thoughtful. Okay, thoughtful. She's crying because it's so nice, and she's like, oh my God, I can't believe it, whatever. And she tells him, like, look, you don't have to move out. I don't want you to feel like you have to leave. Like, be here for as long as you need to be here. And you can help us with Nova, and then, it's fine. And we can, help to get on your feet. I mean, that was nice. Now it's 4 adults and 2 children. in a 3-bedroom apartment. I mean, I'm guessing he gonna sleep on the couch in the living room on the floor, because there is no room in Nova's in in Brianna's room. I cannot. I would not. Girl, not me. Anyway, last but not least, this heifer, Janelle. So the episode with their portion of it starts off with Jace calling Barb. They're still on the side of the road, but he's like, Mom got pulled over. Some guy was hitting the car. He was following us on the freeway. Mommy followed him, and then Mommy put her gun out. So he's telling the story as an 8-year-old will. So Janelle says, Jace asked me, Mom, to meet us at the gas station. So they meet up there. Janelle like, yeah, look at the dents on my car. He hit my car. No, bitch. You went to that man's house and messed up his stuff, and he tried to block your ass in. Girl, bye. Anyway, so Barb like, you put a gun on him, Janelle? No. You're a liar. She is lying. She is bald face, hillbilly face, just David beat me face lying to her mama. And then Barb says, oh, Jace said that you put a gun out. She then says to Jace, why would you say that? I didn't do that. I'm saying, why? I didn't do that, Jace. You lying sack of shit. When she said, Jace, why did you say that? Because you did it, bitch. Because you did it. That's why he said it. I was so upset that she made Jace feel as if he was going batshit crazy. As if he imagined this whole goddamn ordeal and he was in a car with you sitting shotgun with his goddamn Nerf gun and your goddamn real gun that you put out on that goddamn strange ass man. You are a bald-faced liar. And the part that I love is that MTV showed you to be a bald-faced liar. So that when Barb takes your ass to court for Jace, they would see Janelle's a what? She's a what? She's a who? She's a bald-faced ass liar. Why would you lie? If you have a permit, a CCW permit or license to carry, why did you lie? Why? And did you forget the cameras in the car? Did you forget that? Like, did you not remember that, Janelle? Are you that fucking stupid? Did you? Oh, it made me so mad because Jace was looking like the fuck is she? Am I in the Matrix? He looked so scared, confused, conflicted, and just like, okay, I guess that, did I do something wrong? It was so fucked up, and she did it so quick. That's why Jace don't mess with you, because of stuff like that. The times that you took him to therapy, moments like that, Janelle, is what's gonna make him not trust your ass. It's gonna make him, once he turns 10 and the judge say, who you want to live with? Me, mama, Barbara, not the crazy lady, because you do shit like that. I cannot wait until the reunion and Dr. Drew be like, Janelle, why did you lie on Jace? And why did you make him feel like he did something wrong when it was your ass the whole goddamn time? It was your fucking antennas. Oh, Lord Jesus. Anyway, Barb was like, you shouldn't be following crazy rednecks, okay? Just don't be following crazy rednecks. Janelle says, I'm always protected. I don't, and you don't tailgate a parent. You barely a parent. You're barely a parent, Janelle. You pushed them out, but you're not, I do not see Janelle as a parent. I see Janelle as a babysitter. She's a babysitter that gets aggravated when her kids are kids. And she just wants to, what? Jace goes back to Barb's house. Kaiser, sit down and be quiet. She is a freaking babysitter who just babysits her own kids, but whatever. So at this point in time, that's going on or whatever. Barb get home. What does she do? Call Nathan. I say Barb and Nathan is a goddamn dynamic duo. They gonna work together to take Janelle down. So she calls Nathan, tells someone what happens. I can't believe it. She followed the guy home, whatever. She put out a gun. Jason's in the front seat. So she's giving him a little rundown or whatever. And he's like, that's crazy. The guy could have shot at her. And Barb is saying the same thing. The guy could have shot at her, at Jace. Could have, all these things could have happened. And as we know, the guy who it was, he gave a story. I think the story was in TMZ. And he said, I had my gun on me and I didn't shoot because I saw she had a kid in the car. But had I not seen that, I could have shot her for following me, you dumb bitch. And he says he also how he had called his neighbors because he saw Janelle. Well, he didn't know who it was at the time, but she's like, I saw the person following me home, so I called my neighbors who all also carry guns because you're in, buck fuck Egypt somewhere. Who everybody got guns around these parts. I think it's in West Virginia, and everyone has a gun, so because you license carry. And he said, I told them to kind of be ready and waiting in case something was going to pop off. So again, Janelle didn't even know how dangerous of a situation she put herself in. Because what if the dude she was following blocked her in from one side and his neighbors blocked her in from behind? And then once she put out her gun, the neighbors don't know Jake's in the car and they just start shooting. Stupid. And what if Kaiser was in the car? Janelle was just a freaking idiot. Anyway, Nathan and Barbara was like, you know what? We have to get those kids away from her. You know what I'm saying? She's not making smart decisions. I'm going to send you whatever. I'm going to call my attorney to try to get a court order to, get Jace to not have to go see her or whatever. But I can't keep him from her right now. My lawyer told me that I have to let her get him because it's her scheduled weekend, so I can't hold him from her. I would ask for an emergency hearing. Truthfully, that's what I would have done. But I'm pretty sure since this episode is aired, Barb has all the evidence, so does Nathan or Nathan's mama, to get them kids out of that damn household. So what else do we see after that? The producers, this is when Barb was going back to get Jace from Janelle. She told the producer how she gonna go to court, try to get custody. We'll try to get Janelle to not have any visits or whatever. And then we see that David is actually dropping him off so they don't film anything, but that's normal. We then see the last of it is Janelle is like somewhere filming some MTV special for Teen Mom or whatnot, and she's like, if David isn't on the season next year or whatever, I'm not doing the show. You know what I'm saying? I'll get out of my contract. He's my husband, and people feel like they can just say he can't film and maybe I'll leave him or whatever. And this is the weird thing, because wherever she went, he didn't come because he can't be filmed. My thing is, they don't have to film you traveling. Okay, if he could stay at the hotel. The fact that as I get some things when you're filming stuff, he can't be there, but we didn't see you travel there. He could have went and been at the hotel. You know what I'm saying? There's things that he can still do and not be seen. There are plenty of stars and people who are on reality shows who have people with them who you never see because they're always off camera. So my thing is, you should learn how to do that and do your goddamn job, because again, remember, you filmed the show for season after season after season before you met him. Don't let him stop your check, you dummy. Anyway, she's like, yeah, I won't do the show, whatever. I'll do my own thing because Netflix and Amazon has already approached me. To do what, Janelle? To do what? Girl, no. Girl, bye. It was just, when she said it like, y'all know my scalp starts hurting, I have to take it off. She said it like, they want me or whatever, and I can do a special with them. Netflix, girl, bye. I just can't do it. Anyway, she then says, I need my security blanket. David's my security blanket. I'm not comfortable without David. I'm even scared being here in Wilmington without him. But you followed a whole stranger off a whole freeway, down a whole unknown road. You followed a whole stranger by yourself, might I add, with a kid in the car. Okay, and when Barb said don't follow crazy redneck, you said I'm never in danger. I'm always, what'd you say? I'm always protected. If you was okay then, you're okay all the goddamn time. You don't need David. You just want him around because he wants to be on the show, bitches. And I mean, look, if Janelle gonna leave, bye, bitch. Anyway, I'm done. Bye.